Been to nursery for a parents' evening, which went well. And I knew it was going to go well because obviously I know what my child's like. And they said he loves nursery, he loves his friends, he likes to help his friends. That's the thing I'll be talking about tonight. He likes to help his friends. He's very kind. He can be grumpy, but he's very kind and he's very clever. Hi, well, that's because you know. And I will be talking tonight about a bit of, what was it? I think, therefore I think, therefore I am. And stuff I was talking about the other, people who go on about money and money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. No, it's not. That wasn't said in the Bible. It actually meant, let me find it. Money is the root of all evil. No, love. The love for money is the root of all evil. It's what you do with it and helping people, like I've said before. Hi. And then, it's about helping others, and then that song came into my head. Hi. And then, it's about helping others, and then that song came into my head of, it's the first thing in the morning. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Sorry, I've got a thing about singing now. Never mind, she's arting. She's singing. This is just how I feel. I'm still stitching my bags, people. It's taken me a long time, but I'm still at it. Thank you. I'm not a singer, but songs pop into my head in the day. That was the first one that popped into my head because I was listening to stuff this morning while I was sewing before I went to the little parents' evening I've just been to, which was great. And I think when a song pops in your head, whether you can sing or not, you should just sing it out loud because it makes you feel good, and that's what it's all about. And the reason why I feel good today is, I don't know why I'm doing that, is because Ginsberg, what has happened to Ginsberg? Some people might not know about Ginsberg, but the old witch, the one who's in Supreme Court, which will be soon stepping down because this was actually, I think, in a Q drop ages ago. She has fallen, as I reported last night, and apparently broken some ribs, but said she'd gone home and then she felt unwell. Well, if you'd have broken your ribs in the first place, you'd be feeling the pain. So I don't think you just would have gone home first and then fell ill after. On the report, they were saying she could get pneumonia through this. What they're basically saying is, we don't care what they're saying in the media. Basically, she's resigning. So they're probably going to say, you'll hear in the next couple of days, she's either died, because apparently now they said she's got cancer as well. Sounds a bit like what was his name? McStain, no name, the name we don't say. I think she's getting retired because she's too old for that job now. She's the one that was trying to drop the consent of sex to 12 in America. We know she works for that team, the evil ones. So that's what's happening, people. Yeah, I don't really think she fell. I think it's time for her to resign, and they'll put whatever story up there, just like Merkel and all that's coming next. When we resign, I'm stepping down now because this isn't for me, blah, blah, blah. She's too old. You're in there till you die, basic Supreme Court judge, or, you can't do it anymore, and that is what's happening, people. So when people think there's nothing happening, there's loads happening. Get her out. Yeah, she probably had too many after the Senate win, exactly, Dot. So, you know what I mean? But they can put out what they want. She's fell over. She'd have broke a couple of ribs. She would have known about it there and then that she'd have broken ribs, not gone home and waited and thought, I feel ill. Some people might not know about the whole Ginsberg thing if you've not been following certain stuff or Q or things that are going on. But I think she's resigning. It doesn't matter which way she goes or she says she's going. A bit like May over here and Merkel, you're going. So basically, she's getting resigned. So then this means, what's really great about this is Trump can put another Supreme Court judge in. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? Meaning somebody who's, genuine and not doing things for the other side of corruptness like the Democrats, deceive and lying and destroying people's lives, because what they do is put the wrong people in prison, meaning good people, and they let the bad people go free, as we all know. So can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? That's all I saw when I saw it late last night. I was like, yes, Ding dong, another witch is going down, but the bad one. Wouldn't be surprised if they say she's had pneumonia and she's died. But let's see what happens. Let's see what they report. As long as she's out of that, yeah, whoop whoop. As long as she's out of Supreme Court, that's what we want. Whether she's resigning, she's died, or whatever. Might sound harsh to some people who don't know what's going on, when we really know what's going on and how they report it and all that. So good news, people. All the good news is coming in. People can't see it. You know, it's all going on behind the scenes. People say nothing's happening. Oh, it is. We don't go from the top of the pyramid down to the people. They started from the bottom, taking the people out from the bottom to the top. That's why it's been taking long. Amen, whoop whoop. Exactly. Can I get a whoop whoop? A bit like the Q movement is. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make the world a better place if you can. And I'll be talking about that tonight. It's up to you to make your reality better. Don't be a victim to your situation. Like me, I will talk about this more tonight. I'll just go on about it a little bit. I've been in relationships before where I'd be like, I'm the victim. Why do I always get with someone like this? I don't need to get with someone like this. I was choosing at the time to get with someone like that, not knowing, but staying in a relationship that wasn't working through different things. Not nice, but chose to stay there. So really, it was my choice to stay there or not. And in the end, it took me long enough, but in the end, I did it. And I'm much more happier, you know, without that relationship. You're made to think that you need a relationship to be happy, which is what I used to think years ago. Realise now, being on my own for a while, that no, you don't. I think I work better in a relationship. I love being with somebody else because being with someone else is giving as well. That's what it's about, giving. But there's a difference between, like, people, you know, when you're in a relationship, if they're respecting you or not, so, you know, in certain ways. So you don't always have to see eye to eye, but I won't go into my relationship. It just wasn't nice. So you choose to be in a situation. If you really, really don't like your job, you can choose to leave. I know people say, oh, it's hard, money. Well, I don't mean you have to drop it right there and then, but you can start looking for different jobs and looking into other things to change your reality. People listen to the MSM political actors. Exactly. So true. Hi. So, yeah, it's just the Ginsberg things. I'm in a good mood most days anyway, but that was another one like, whoa, here comes another one. It's Friday today. We've got Remembrance Day on Sunday. I think lots are happening. You know, Trump's going to France with the world leaders and, you know, the 100th anniversary, the remembrance. But I sort of see it as a celebration as well as ending of all wars. That's how I see it, because when people find out, you know, the real truths behind wars, we don't need to go to war anymore. And our soldiers and stuff. And talking about the veterans yesterday when I mentioned it about over here, 10 billion. So they should be supporting you know, veterans globally with different ways of getting in. I think that's a brilliant idea. People who've got horses and they're letting them ride them, because animals, like I said before, animals calm people down. Someone said yesterday, which they do over here, you know, sometimes people take animals into hospital for the patient because it makes them feel better. Animals just love. They don't fight like we do. They just love. They give off the vibrations of, you know, making you feel calm because it's a vibration of love. Good to see you, such high spirits. Shining. Well, I did have this and I was about to go, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You just gotta let your light shine and be happy. I will talk about something I was watching today, which I've spoke about before, sort of thing, but about smiling at people in the street. And if you're ever feeling down, because I've been watching people, I know who's feeling a bit down, especially about people get trolls and that, just blip them off your thing, is if you sit there and you're feeling a bit down, smile. Because when you smile, you can't help but feel happy. You can't do that action without feeling something. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Or think about if you're somewhere where you can't smile because you're at a meeting and you're feeling a bit like, oh God, think of your, I know this sounds mad, but think of your belly, your stomach, your tummy. It's got a big happy face and this big smile comes across your belly, like you can visualise it. It makes you smile when you think like your belly's got a big smile on it. So if you smile when you're feeling a bit rubbish in a situation, it does help you feel better. I know it sounds mad, so at least try and smile like a few times a day. And I'm going to talk about that tonight, why I'm doing some, what am I doing? Some collaging, which I'm going to sit and do in a bit because I haven't done my rabbit. I haven't finished it off because I'm doing other stuff. I pray the geoengineering stops. They are hammering us. Yeah, they're going to hammer. They're going to hammer because they've got to hammer everything out. But in the end, that will all stop because, you know, Trump keeps talking about clean water and fresh air. I know some people over 17. I know some people saying, oh, it's not fresh yet. I think he's meaning we're going to get there because we know what they've been doing to our air. We know what they've been doing to our water. We know what they've been doing with everything, really. So, I've got to hold in there. Things are changing, people. But yeah. Well, like I said, I will be talking about that money thing where people go, oh, money's the root of all evil. That's what God said. No, he didn't. The love of money is evil. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Hi. So, it's like people think you can't be spiritual. If you're spiritual, you can't have money. Yes, you can. It's what you do with it. If you've worked hard enough, you're worthy to have money because that's the sort of world we're in. But all this stuff about people coming on, a few people have been coming on saying, oh, you know, spiritual, this, that, and the other, got to get rid of this, that, and the other, and stuff like that. Well, we actually do live in the physical world, and I do believe we were put here to our soul wanted to come here to create our reality, nobody else's, not yours, mine, but yours to yours, to create in a physical body. So we are allowed to enjoy things around us, you know, through our own experiences. That's what it's about. But you can still, that's why I said the age of Aquarius, it's about the spiritual coming in with the physical. So that means it's a balance of both coming together. You can be spiritual and still have things. People say, you're not spiritual, you're doing this, or you bought this or that. We're allowed to experience and express ourselves through this. This is not just you. And that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. But people make you feel bad for, you know, buying certain things sometimes. Like I said, I go to, this is top from the thrift shop, but I also do shop at normal shops if I like something, but I've slowed that down because I realise now this thing's in my wardrobe. I don't want it. I don't need it. Sometimes you just want something because you've seen an advert and you just want it because you want it. And then you get home and realise you've got 5 of those things that you never wear. So there's a difference. When you need something, it's a different. If I've got a coat with a hole in it, it's like I need a new coat because that's not keeping me warm anymore. But it doesn't mean you can't go out and buy the things you like. If that's what you want to experience, then that's up to you. Might sound a bit contradicting, but it isn't. People are trying to sway people in different directions, like, oh, you must give up all this and you must give up all that. No, I think if you're giving back to people and sharing stuff with people, that's why I believe I came on YouTube. I think that is why I believe I actually was meant to come on YouTube, because I made this channel not really knowing what I was doing, as you can tell from the beginning if anyone's watching it, doing a bit of hair videos because I thought that's what you did, because that's what YouTubers do, some of them. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knew that I loved just sitting in front of the camera and talking to people. Not live at first, but I have to go live now because it doesn't really let me go not live. But I'll come into chat in a minute. But I love talking to people. As you can tell, I'm a chatterbox. I love talking. I've always been like that since I was a child. So that's my way of giving back as well. Hi. That's what my way of giving back as well. Because I know some people, because I watch their channels, come on and talk to other people on YouTube because they sort of think the same, and maybe they haven't got friends who think the same, or they don't really have a lot of friends, so they come and talk to others on live chat, which I think is good. Yes, it's kindness. Exactly. It's all about kindness and love, an act of kindness in creatures. Yourself. Yeah. So someone commented a few weeks ago, which I just thought was funny, saying, oh, you're always on YouTube and you're always in my feed. I thought, oh, well, that's because I'm on a lot. I've got a lot to say. And you've always sat right up to the camera. And I thought, yeah, because I can't sit right over there because otherwise I couldn't read the chat. And the thing is, I feel sitting as close as I do, it feels like I'm in the front room with you, or whether you are. If you're listening to me at work, it's like where it's that connection thing, you know, we've got to connect out in the real world, but it's a bit like, because I sit a bit closer, it's a bit like a friend having a chat. That's what I've been told, and that's what I think as well. There's no point me sitting over in the corner there where you can't really see me and I can't see what you're writing. Wouldn't really work, would it? So those people don't get that. It's sort of a chatty channel as well, and that's why I do it. You tell them, Dolly, we are connecting. Yeah, we're connecting. I know we have to connect in the real world, but because we have this, it's fantastic that we can connect all around the world, which is good. People need positive energy from you to recharge them. Yep. And the negative people come in because they try and bring it down because the negative feeds them because the negative. That's why you get a lot of trolls on. I mean, I don't really get a lot on here, but I know I watched someone yesterday who is a good lady and she was talking about people were saying she was lying about this and asking for this and asking for that, which I might mention tonight in a certain way, is just don't let them get you. Like someone said to me yesterday, because that person came in talking about degrees and I had a bit of a go, I don't need to have a go. I don't need to have a go in a sense because I'm better than that. But at the end of the day, some people need telling. It's ridiculous. Nobody needs a degree to talk about anything. I don't need a degree to talk about Trump or JFK Jr. or aliens. I'm talking about how I feel, my opinion on it. So therefore, I can talk about it. Free speech, you know, that thing that they're trying to take away. Yeah, positive energy pushes the negative energy. Negative will not win. Exactly, but they do see, you know, when that's shining, because you think about it, when you're like, oh, I'm shining my light. Oh, I'm talking about truth. Ooh, they go, they can see you because you've lit yourself up and they're like, whoa, they're vibing on a good vibe. Let's go over and blow that little light out. Not working. It might have done when I was younger, but you learn as you get older. That's the whole point. You learn as you go along. It is a whole learning process, this life, of learning different things, realising that things you did when you were younger, but you have to go through the experience because you'd never know. You do bad things sometimes. I don't mean evil things. I mean just, you know, you go out and get drunk and I don't mean that's a bad thing, but when you're younger you do daft things and this and the other, and then you realise, oh, I'm not really into that anymore and that because it's a process of you growing. So we do this stuff and then as we get older, we realise, you know, we let things go because a lot of things are to do with the ego, as in the material ego. By anything with good conscience, not judging self. Yeah, and it's just wait for my phone to go off. It's a phone that always goes off asking for a lady that must have lived here before and I never use that phone anyway, so it can ring all it wants. Make mistakes. Like, yeah, you have to make this you have to make mistakes to learn. Like I said, the reason why you make mistakes is, like I said, you don't flatline all the time. Little bumps come up, some are mountains sometimes. It's to face your fears. If you keep making the same mistake, like I just said at the beginning, I did in relationships, thinking, why, not everybody I went out with, but why do I keep picking the same people? It's life trying to tell you you need to change the way of thinking of the people that you're meeting, or maybe where you're meeting, or how you're meeting them. And, you know, for example, it's life, it's the universe trying to tell you to change and go in a different direction, maybe date someone you haven't sort of dated before with. Do you know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. It's life telling you to change. You can change. You've got a choice to change. We did people put out down here. We haven't got free will. We haven't got. We have got a choice. It's just made very difficult here because of, we know why, because of these certain people, certain organisations stuff make it difficult for us. It shouldn't be difficult. I was thinking the other day, this is probably going to sound, it's not morbid, it's just, I was thinking the other day, obviously years and years back, I mean years and years back, when we were more tribal, if somebody died, a bit like Avatar, let's go back to that film, I'll jump in chat in a minute, if someone passed away, to me, you'd celebrate their life because I believe you go on after it's celebrating the passing over. You bury them in the ground under a tree would be nice, you know, grow into them, be used again, sort of thing. And oh, I forgot what I was going to say. It's just gone right out of my head. So, oh yeah, so I was thinking, so the burying, you'd all have this really celebration of life. You know, remembering all the good things. But you didn't pay for it. You didn't pay to get the coffin and you didn't pay for the funeral, which is all money because we know everything's to do with money that way. You know, like we have to money, money, money all the time. It'd be just nice to go back to things like that where people would help and you could do a natural burial, if you know what I mean, and you could just choose to You should be able to choose a plot of land and put someone under a tree. Do you get what I'm saying? And it should be free. And then friends come if they want to come, not just because they're going to a drinking session, after, and there's free food, because I'm not being funny. That's what some people see. As some people go, I know this sounds awful, they didn't even like the person. They're just going because, oh, it's a bit of a drink, free food. Because I know people like that. And it's disgusting because that's why I say leave your mark on the world. Be kind to people. When you do go, people will be there to celebrate your life and the things you had to share, if you get what I'm saying. I don't even know if that made any sense. But I'm thinking, we have to pay for funerals, we have to do this and do that. Why can't we do it in a natural way? Why can't we do it in a natural way? Tommy got... Yeah, I saw that. He hasn't even done anything about Lucy's only doing right for... Exactly. Well... It's coming, I tell you. I tell thee. Trump's going to France, for the 100th anniversary. He's coming back soon because there's a big event, coming. And Ginsberg, if anyone's just come on, Ginsberg's ill, fell over, hurt her ribs. Didn't realise that she'd hurt her ribs, went back home and then felt unwell. If you had done that to your ribs, you'd know about it. Also, they said she might have a bit of cancer. I'm just thinking, no name, mixed name, the name we don't mention. Throwing that one in there again. She's either going to pop her clogs, she's going to be ill and step down and resign. That's what they're going to report, one or the other, because she's resigning, basically got fired. Yeah, she's stepping down because we all know, like I said before, she's the one that was trying to bring the age of consent down to 12, and we know she's not good. She was batting for that awful team on the left, if you want to call it right and left. And then that means Trump can assign someone else to be in from Supreme Court judge again. Another one. Boom. So, yeah, good things happening. Good morning. Oh, I like your cue in the cue in the morning. So, yes, that's what I said. And I'll be on tonight yakking about, good stuff. Pumping us up again. Things will come into it. It always does. I try to do the positive chat and it always ends up talking about the same thing at the minute. I need to move to Tennessee. Oh. Yeah, she said she also said paedophilia is good for children. What? That's what she said, people. If anyone doesn't know about Q and that, this judge was trying to put the consent down to 12 and also said paedophilia is good for children. Because they were trying to normalise it, because that's what they wanted in one of the 13th bloody blasphemy rules things, whatever it was. That's what she was trying to do. So bye-bye, Ginsberg. Bye-bye. Whether you step down, resign or pass away, we don't care as long as you're out. That might sound a bit harsh to someone, but if you knew what she was like and what she's done, you wouldn't be saying that. So it's MSM's way of saying, if she passes away over the weekend or she resigns because she's too old, because she is 85, you only need to see her at Cav's swearing in. She was there like that, looking like a witch, sat there like this, the face like that. While Trump was talking, she was looking at him like that. I thought, yeah, because you're going down. You all knew ages ago you were going down. This is why you were shouting the FBI out. You were shouting Cav out, because you all know you're going down, because you're as corrupt as anything. And they needed to get good people in like Cav and the next one they're going to put in. So, see ya. Bye. Things are changing. Yeah, exactly she said paedophilia is good for children. How disgusting. And she was a Supreme Court judge. Wow. So she thought that, think about it. If people will go into court for messing with kids and she thinks it's good for children, do you really think she was going to put them in prison? Oh no, I don't think so. So, whew. I was daft when I was young. I drank too much. Today, not a drop. That's exactly like me. I was a plonker and I used to drink when I was younger. Not dead bad, but you're just daft. But that's what we do when we're younger. You're experiencing things. Now, that's why I said I don't drink. I'll drink this Christmas. I'll probably have one glass. My mum's always like, have some champagne, have this, have that. I'm like, Mum, I don't want any. She's like, oh, just have a drink. I said, I don't need to drink to have a good time. Don't get me wrong. If I go out with my friends, I'll have a couple of fruity ciders now, but I can vibe without the drink, but it just doesn't bother me. People, see, this is where people come in now. What? You're boring because you don't drink? No, I don't need to drink. It's not my thing. I know people have a drink, to relax, and they go, oh, I'll have a glass of wine at home, after work. That's fine. But I'd be like, I'll have a brew and I'll go and craft. But that's just me. It doesn't mean I'm boring. It's just, I'm just not into it. That's fell away. It just doesn't bother me. Your mate Nick Jeers, is it? Who's that? I swear the most disgusting and corrupt people in these high places. Exactly. And this is why we get blinkered, because we think people in high places who are supposed to be looking out for us, protecting us, doing good for our kids and this, that, they're not. I don't mean the people who work for them, because it's that pyramid effect. It's the one at the top, in it, the regime, if it's the one at the top, not the people here that don't really know what's going on. The further you move up, you will know about stuff, but you're too far in then. That's what they say. That's why they call it a pyramid. It's the one at the top. We're at the bottom going, oh, we think that people are, oh, these people are supposed to be protecting us. These people are supposed to, no, they're not. They're taking your money, making you pay more, doing stuff to kids, corrupting everything and making everyone's lives a misery. And this is why I believe there's more people now with anxiety and depression and taking their own lives, because they don't get it. This system, this world is because the world isn't supposed to be this way. These people have made it that way because there was, I've talked about it all. It's not meant to be that way. If we want heaven on earth, we need to change. That's why I was saying you can change yourself if you want to. I will be talking about that tonight yet again. If you want to change, you've got to be, what you want to see in the world is how you've got to be. So if you want to see happiness, you need to be more happy with people. It doesn't mean you can't stick up for yourself, like people come in here and go, oh, you're getting triggered by people. No, people have been saying silly comments, and you can defend yourself. Like Trump said the other day with the media, with idiot who got chucked out, thank God, who wouldn't sit down and shut up. Well, I could be nicer in a nicer tone, but I'm going to defend myself when people are talking rubbish. Like the guy yesterday talking about you need a degree to talk. I don't need a degree to talk. Wait till he finds out the truth. Brainwashed. So, just saying. My grandmother had a dress rehearsal a few months before she died. She wanted to see how good she would look in it. Oh, see, I think you've got to see. I'll have to talk about this later tonight. You've got to see death as a passing over and a celebration of that person's life. I know it's sad, and that's what someone was talking about that I was just watching. So I will talk about that tonight. I know it's sad because you're mourning the loss of something you loved, but I do believe your soul of that person does go on. It's just not in the physical. You don't see it the same anymore, that person, but they do go on. That's why I say they've passed. They've passed over. And you should celebrate the life. Yes, if someone goes early or something happens, it's awful because obviously you want to reach a good age. But I do believe a lot of things put out in the world today do kill us off quicker. Certain food, certain drinks, the stuff that they're poisoning us with. And that's a fact because we all know about that. We're all finding out about it. So, really, when people go on about God and somebody went earlier, well, a lot of diseases we're finding out about, they're not all, should I say, natural. So, wait till people find that one out. But really, it's a celebration of your life and sort of what you did when you were here. Did you leave a mark, as in, were you giving to people? Do you really want to leave this realm, whatever you want to call it, not shining your light and giving to others and realising it's all about love and you experiencing and expressing your life while you're here, but in a good way, Yeah, exactly. When you wake up, what's going on? Yes, thank you, Moon Babe, because that's what I was watching before and I'll be talking about tonight. You can't kill energy. You can't. We are energy. When you go, your energy goes with it, your soul, whatever you want to call it, your energy goes to another place. Energy can't be destroyed. It's always there. It's infinity. It's always there. So it just can't be destroyed. It's just there in a different sense because, like I said, thank you. We know energy's around us all the time. We know certain things give on energy, electric devices now. You can't see it. Doesn't mean it's not there. You feel things. That's why when people feel a presence of a past one or whatever, it's their energy. I think orbs are the energy that is manifesting. It's the energy. We are all energy. We are all energy. Hi. Off for Friday prayer soon. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be back on tonight talking about some of it's a bit biblical, but in a different sense, life and stuff and giving and being kind, because really that's what it's all about. It doesn't matter about the belief you're in. It's just, to me, whatever your religion is, belief, it's just what you're doing in that. Are you being a good person? That's what it's about. And it's about giving, because through giving, you don't give to receive, but you will receive. You'll receive what you give out. So if you're being good to someone, kind words, your friends, you give gifts sometimes for free. I do that when I make things think, oh, my friend's feeling a bit down, I'll give them this. I've done that before. I've done that to people on this channel. People know that, so I don't need to explain myself there. People know I've give gifts for free sometimes because someone was feeling this way. I don't mean I do it all the time, but I do it. I've had messages of people who've been ill and said they feel better with me just talking about my artwork and showing my artwork. That's giving. Some people see it as showing off, or someone's made a comment about yeah, narcissists and oh, stop self-promoting yourself. Why? I'm self-promoting positivity, planting seeds, yeah. I'm promoting positivity, and if I want to show my artwork, I will, because I know people get enjoyment out of seeing it, so why not share? You should share more anyway, that's what it's all about. So share a smile doesn't just mean different things. And why shouldn't I promote myself? I like my stuff, and if I sort of show you, seen as advertising, so what? Someone might want something, that's the only way I can get it out. I'm worthy of, I like my stuff, and I believe there's people out there who like it as well. What is wrong with that? Nothing. But people make you feel crap about something. Like, I will just say on here, actually, I was going to save it tonight. I know someone, I'm not going to say who it is. If they watch this later or watching now, we're going to know it's them. But some people on YouTube, and this person had asked about, she was having problems with a car. And she's in a bit of a financial difficulty thing, like a little bit like I am. But she asked for if anyone wanted to help her to help towards a car. Now, some people got on like the trolls do. Oh, you shouldn't be asking for money. You're a liar. Or you just want it for something else. I've seen people who are beautiful people asking for a bit of money to put towards a new computer because theirs had broke down. They did want an expensive one, but they do a lot of videos. With a lot of editing. And if you don't know about going on YouTube, I don't edit. But if you've edited and putting stuff in, and people are watching you and you enjoy it, those people just wanted to help this person out. So. And like the lady said that comes on here, she said, if someone doesn't want to help, they don't have to help. It's your choice. If someone wanted to, even if it's a couple of quid, if someone wants to put a little bit in to help me out, she's sharing on YouTube. She's giving something back to people, because you do get knackered doing this. I do, because I'm on it quite a lot. And she just said, but it's your choice. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you do, that's brilliant. People like to give back. That's brilliant. It's like me saying, people come on here saying things, about trolls and stuff. Don't get a lot, but whatever you want to call them. Well, what are you watching me for then? If you don't agree with me and you don't like my channel, why are you watching? Because all you're doing is giving me a view. And every time you comment and you get chucked out and you come back in, you're just giving me a view. So it's good for me either way. But if you don't like it, go somewhere else and go onto the channels that you vibrate with, because, do you know what I mean? I don't go off watching channels I don't enjoy. I might see something and then realise halfway through, all right, but normally you're subscribing to people because you sort of get what they're saying, or you get a lot of an enjoyment out of something they're showing, artwork, or whatever it is. And I mean, I do a lot of different things anyway, singing, artwork, talking about different stuff. So I've got a mixture going on, but that's how my brain works. I'm just like, woo, whatever I'm interested in at the time. Yeah, lots of people get money for the videos. I've always said, and I'm talking about money tonight, oh, I couldn't do a Patreon. Oh, I couldn't ask people like super chat. I don't even think I can get super chat on here anyway on this tablet. But then I think, well, that's a person's choice if they love someone's channel so much, if they want to give, because all that money, and don't forget the super chat and that, they do take a lot of money off that, off people's money that they make. It's not like they get all that money, they do get the money taken off them. We know how all that works. But people who do editing and all stuff like that, if they're getting help off Patreon and stuff like that, because they're giving you extra bits and bobs, because don't forget, it's very tiring, and someone's taking their time out of day, like I do, to come on and chat, and I always stay on quite long now. Not that I've ever asked, but I used to think, oh, but no, because then you're helping someone if they need a new camera. Like, I keep breaking my tripods, and I haven't got a tripod for this one. I need to get one so I can do the overview, bird's eye view of doing artwork. But if I want to take time out of my day and start doing bigger things, then what is wrong with people asking for that? If it's a couple of pounds or something, if someone doesn't want to, they don't have to. If someone wants to, they can do. I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm just saying people get, oh, it's like they're jealous. Like, well, someone's doing something there and giving back, so you're just supporting them. And I've seen loads of people get things off certain things, as in, because something's broke down, it's helped them. Because if they want their videos to carry on and they can't afford it, then, you know, they're just people are giving back to that channel because of what that person gives them. If it's give them a lot of enjoyment. So when people talk about that, it's just like, for God's sake, and it's like what I said before, I'll come in chat in a minute, it's not money is the root of all evil. That's not what Jesus said or in the Bible. It's the love of money. If you're giving money to help someone out because they love giving something back to you, as in their videos, because you love watching them, they're giving and you're helping them and they're helping you. So people who say otherwise are just, you know what I mean? They just get jealous because, you know, it's you know, it's quite tiring and hard to come on your own platform and talk to people, especially if you're like, I get distracted a lot, and if you do get those sort of people in, and some people get a bit like, oh, I don't want to do the channel anymore because I'm getting people in saying this, that and the other, just ignore them. I mean, sometimes I say something to them like you've seen because I think they need to be told, but they're irrelevant really. But it is hard to get on your platform, and a lot of these people, I'm not putting people down because I know you make an account to come on YouTube, are people with no pictures, and I'm not saying about people with no pictures on here because I know why people don't have pictures, you know, they don't want to, I don't mean that of anyone in chat because I can see some haven't got pictures, but you'll go over and they haven't got an account with anything on it, which I know some of you haven't because you have to make an account, but what I'm saying is some people come on because they are just trolling. A lot of there's trolls that get paid, if people don't know this, there's trolls that get paid. There's people that just do it because they're just low vibrating, jealous people that just go around because their life's rubbish. They have to try and upset everybody else. All that sort of stuff. Just like the Muller thing going on at the minute in America where they're getting all these marches going. And when normally Antifa and all them sort of people, even in the UK, when someone goes up and asks them why they're marching, what they're marching for, what, you know, like freedom of speech, they call it hate speech and all that, they don't know what to say because they don't know why they're marching, because some of them, like, who are getting paid off Soros, are getting paid, so they're not bothered about what the movement is. They don't care. They're just getting paid, you know, because all they're bothered about is the money, which is wrong. I could not go on a march and go marching like that just for the money. I'd have to feel quite, do you know what I mean? So I just think that, you know what I mean? So there are people who get paid out there, and there's bots as well. So, but the thing with Muller, might be a bit of a twist there, so we'll just have to wait and see. Just promote, Dolly, if you have a gift, show it. Oh yeah, I do. That's why I said I've got to go and finish a bit of this off after, because it is going to take me ages. But I've started my embroidery that I've never done in my life on my bags that I'm designing, so it will look totally different when everything's in. And I will show my talents off. I think if you've got a talent, let your light shine. So, you know, 6 a.m. Oh, Lancashire, cool. Love that accent. Mancunian. It's all about sharing, people. Sharing, caring. Thank you. Sharing, caring. It's about having empathy and compassion, because I will be talking about this tonight. When you look in someone else's eyes, what do you see? See if anyone sees what I see. What do you see in somebody's eyes? If you're having some relationships have been and have been bad with me, a bit abusive, but if that person could have looked me in the eye properly to see what I could see, I don't think they'd have done what they did. Because when you look in someone's eyes, what do you see? Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. You see yourself, because we are all one. Yeah, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Hi from Australia. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And then the person comes in with that writing, because we know where you're coming from. And they all like to lie and deceive as well, so who cares? Bye, bye. People like that who come in, because I will say it, are the ones who don't understand about certain stuff, not your fault, and who are in fear of certain stuff, and who don't understand. And when you don't understand about stuff and what's really going on in the world, you will call people certain things, like they always say, like I was saying yesterday, oh, that's called the Devil's Lake, and this is called this, and that's the devil, and a blah blah. Hi, yes, the man in the mirror, thank you, Dad. Because you don't understand. And when you don't understand, you're in fear of something that you don't understand. Like when I've been talking about the star people. You don't understand, therefore you fear it. And that person's been in before as well. But by the writing, yes, well. The man in the mirror, exactly. You're looking at the man, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're looking at you. So when you're, this is what I'm saying, when you're harming somebody with words or with the way you act out in your life to others, you are harming yourself, because we are all from one. So when you look in somebody's eyes, you could really look and stare in somebody's eyes face to face, because we all look away, don't we, after 3 seconds. And really, if you're hurting someone, and really look in that person's eyes and think, do you know what? You're looking at yourself. So why would you harm yourself? Just like those words, don't do to others that you wouldn't do to yourself. If anyone gets what I'm saying. So, yeah, arrogant in their arrogance. Yeah. Yeah, I did delete that person because they've been in before and I knew exactly what they were saying. I don't need to have people... The thing is, people going about, let the trolls come in. This, that and the other. Some can come in because some are sort of on the same vibing thing but just think different. But some of them, I'm not standing for anymore. I'm just going to put you out, because at the end of the day, yes, it's about being nice, but at the end of the day, I'm not having people in my chat that are trying to put low energy out to other people in my chat as well. So you can go. Like I said, if you don't like what I'm saying, why are you coming on? They're coming on because they're trolls, because otherwise, why would you watch someone you're not vibing with their channel? Go and watch something else then, about fighting and stuff like that and things that keep people in lower energies. Yeah, so, yeah, killing people with kindness, exactly, because they realise in the end, if you're at a workplace, I've said this before, and someone's being nasty, just keep smiling, even if inside you're like, just keep smiling and being nice, because in the end, they'll just come to a point where they'll give up, because they think, I can't break that person, and at the end of the day, they're not happy with themselves. That's what you've always got to remember at the back of your head, at the back of your mind. And also, in the end, they might just think, you know what, I'm being quite nasty to this person, I'm always saying this, and you know what, they've been really, really nice to me. It means go and have a look at yourself. So... Well, you might look into your eyes and see others, but at the end of the day, it's you. We are all from one. So if we are all from one, God consciousness, whatever you want to say it, we are all one. So you're looking at yourself, if you get what I'm saying. Some people might not get what I'm saying. Yeah, thick as two short planks, exactly. So, like I said, it's because they don't understand or don't understand what I'm going on about. But, like, if you don't want to be here, yes, and I'll censor you right now because you're another one that comes in. Like me, and I've just chucked people out now. I'm not interested in it at all. Not interested. Oh. Love it. Go on. Yeah, they've been in before. I think people think I don't notice their pictures and stuff. I know people can come in and make different accounts and come in, but it's like I said before, why are they wasting time coming on my channel to troll? They're not going to bring me down. Does it look like they ever have done? No. And every time they come back in, this is what I find hilarious. This is what I find really funny, because they probably will come back in. Every time they come back in, they're giving me a view. Every time they come back in. So it's a bit like, carry on then, because you're just giving me views, which bumps me thing up. Yeah, it's just their attention. Just like, well, yeah, I get what that person's saying. I'm not going to say the name. I get what that person's saying in a sense, and I know he's sort of on the same path, wavelength, but there's certain things that but not too bad. But like I said, if we just go out, when people keep going on and on and on, like the thing is, if they're just going to keep going on and just doing that, I just flick them out, because they're just trying to distract from what I'm talking about. So, you lot all talking here and you're brilliant. I don't need to, we're all vibing on the same thing. That's why I say, why go and vibe on someone else's channel then? Someone talking about things that are miserable and stuff like that, and then you'll just feel bad about yourself and feel more miserable. So that's where they need to go. Yes, exactly. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Exactly. If you don't want someone to bring you down, they won't. They can go on all they want. They can call you the names under the sun. They can tell lies, this, that, and the other. But you have to know thyself. You know if you're a good person. People make lies up about people like they've made up about Trump with Stormy Daniels, all this stuff to get people hating him. It doesn't really have to bother you. You know yourself, and the people who are close around you who love you too know who you really are. But you know yourself, so this is why they try and bring people down. This is why in Hollywood, well, all over the world, they try and diss people's character, assassinate the character. They've put things out in the news. And destroyed people's lives because people sit there and believe it. But that person knows their self, so you can never break them down. You can break them down in front of the media thing because that's all they've got, lies. Um, Thank you. Negative people are stuck at the fork of the road. Yeah, they are stuck at the fork of the road. You know, why? Well, they haven't evolved, have they? Because we might. I've been angrier in the past years, back when I was younger. I don't mean I've never been that sort of a child, too. But you do, like I said, you do grow. You can be more argumentative and this, that, and the other years back. Then you sort of, that's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to evolve into love, basically, where we realise it's not all about the drama. It's not. That's what they try to put out in the media. It's all about the drama. And these dramas they put out on TV and everyone's fighting, then you think that's real life. And then you start imitating what they're doing, like people falling out with people, families splitting up because that's what they want, believing it, and all this stuff. But it's not about that. So these people who do this, yes, they are stuck at the road, the fork. You know, they don't know which way to go. Probably because they're still watching mainstream media and stuff and filling their heads with things, you know, that they're being told. Greetings, Dolly. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. So, is it Camilla? You're at. Oh, yeah. But it's like I said, I just come here to do my chats, and obviously, most of you in here just sort of agree with what I'm saying. And like I said, I don't know what's bad about me talking about if you get trolls in and you're talking about freedom for humanity globally, freedom for black people, freedom for white people, freedom for Chinese people, freedom for humanity means everybody, freedom for aliens, you know what I mean? Freedom for everybody. Like I said before, um, it's not Black Lives Matter, it's not White Lives Matter. There's no such thing as white supremacy in this, that, it's all been put there to divide. Like I said, if you haven't seen Q, the Plan to Save the World by the Storm Ponners, please go and watch it. It's everybody's lives matter. We just want to get on. Normal people with a heart and compassion just want to get on with everybody. Doesn't matter what colour skin you've got. Exactly, all lives matter. Doesn't matter what race you are, what belief you're in, what colour skin you've got, whereabouts in the world you live, what status you've got. It's we just want to get on. I've said this before, this world should not be as hard as it is, but they've made it like that, and that's a fact. They've made it. They've made it like that. It doesn't need to be this way. The MSN can go swivel. Yeah, well, if I don't know if anyone watched that video, I'm gonna have to find it out where it was talking about MSM, obviously CNN, talking about how they killed JFK Jr., how they assassinated certain things, how they did this, how they did that, because they didn't want the truth to get out. So, I mean, it's coming out anyway because it's a JFK sort of, what is it, papers, documents that are going to be released, aren't they? And all the other stuff that we know about. The whole box of crayons, exactly. So, yeah, the whole box of crayons. A lot of us know in the real world people have friends that are different, you know, races, colours, whatever, and they get on with these people. So they know what there's not a lot of people fighting. The people who fight are the ones who are watching a lot of mainstream media and believe everything that's being told on mainstream media. So they start fighting against each other and fighting against religion and races. That's what it is. Hi Dolly, yes, the Plan to Save the World video. Yeah, it's excellent, and the two after it, and I think there's more to come. Trump at War is brilliant as well. You really need to go and type in Trump at War on YouTube, and you'll see a lot there, and you'll see a lot of nasty things on that as well. Shady people wear shades to keep your beautiful bright light bright, shine bright. Keep up the good work. We love you here in the States. Thank you, Camilla. Yes, I love the States as well. Very passionate. But that's why Trump's been saying. I mean, Kanye. I've been shouting out Kanye for ages. He's brilliant. As I can see Camilla's picture, and I can see you're a black lady, beautiful black lady. Kanye is a beautiful black man. They were going on about him because he supported Trump, trying to say that he was being paid, a bit like Diamond and Silk, two lovely black ladies that love Trump. No, it doesn't matter if your president's black or white. I'm not being funny. I'm not American, but like obviously when Obama first came in, I thought, oh, brilliant, a black president. Like, I'm white, but that's brilliant. Yeah, he seems a good guy. Well, he seemed, but he isn't. Trump's seen on MSM as he's racist, he's racist, he's this, that, and the other, he's sexist. Seems on MSM because we know how they work. No, he's not. He's had a lot of black friends, helped a lot of black people out. Black people love him. Many different races and cultures love Trump, but they won't put that out on MSM because they want us all divided. And that's why there's a lot of in the UK, in London, there's a lot of black on black shootings and killings, and then other gang, this post-Cold War thing. And I know you have that sort of stuff in America. It shouldn't be happening, but because these people watch MSM, that's what they believe. And that's why Kanye said, get off the plantation. Everyone's like, oh, but God, that's racist. He meant, you're under mind control with what you're watching on TV. We've all been enslaved. Never mind about who was enslaved in the past. Whites did unslave black people as well, and others, and the other way around. And there's a lot of things in history that's upside down and the wrong way around, so we don't know everything. But we were actually all enslaved. We still have been in this slave world system of how they've been controlling us all over the globe. Kanye was saying you can choose to get off the plantation. Stop filling your mind with that sort of stuff out there, fighting against people. Get off it and start coming to love and helping other people. Stop watching certain things like mainstream media. It's feeding you. I said the other day, spells in words, television. They're telling you lies of visions to implant. Martin Luther King, what he stood up for. Yes, he died standing up for truth, just like JFK did. Standing up for truth. White people stood with him as well because he talked truth, and it's about your moral compass. That's what it's about. You know what's right from wrong. Doesn't matter what colour skin you are, whatever. Yeah, turn off the TV. It's your moral compass. At the end of the day, you can feel it. You don't have to think it. You don't have to see it on the TV. You feel it. When they had their their marches, that was shown on the media. They tried to get them to fight, like they have with Tommy Antifa and all that, and in America, they're antagonising people, and good job, some of them got knocked out, trying to get them to act violent, so they wouldn't report them quietly marching, quietly marching. No, they have to always film the bit, they've done this with Tommy over it, always film the person who's drunk fighting, the one who's fighting, then they can put on TV, oh, the violent side of blah, 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 they're really violent, or the violent side of, the walks of Martin Luther King, look, they were all violent, but they didn't get violent. A couple might have done, I don't know. They didn't get violent. So this, people got hurt and killed, and they fired all these water cannons at them and all this, and they just stood there together, united. And then the world saw, hang on a minute, this movement is not violent. The people on the other side are being violent to these people, so they saw it for what it was. And then sadly, he's not with us. Ugh. Whoever controls the media controls the population. You've been lied to all your life. Check out Jim Acosta, CNN. Thanks, Dad, yeah. And that's why he's got chucked out. And he did push that woman's arm down, but they didn't show it on mainstream media, did they? Because they just lie about everything. So like I said, it's freedom for humanity. And our kids, globally, And if you don't think that, or you're not in agreement with that, and trolls are coming on saying, oh, this, that, and the other, well, you're obviously a narcissist psychopath who doesn't want freedom for humanity and doesn't care about any other human on this planet, whatever colour you are, whatever, do you know what I mean? It's love for everybody. So there's something wrong with people who come on here saying that. It's like, what are you talking about? A racist won't let a person of opposite race hung them in public for private news showed them hung and smiled. There's, when you look back, there's so many disgusting things. And Hillary Clinton really respected one of the Ku Klux Klan members and really looked up to this person, has actually said that. I was going to say, what? But we know what she's like. What she just said recently, she's the racist, not Trump. The Ku Klux Klan, she looked up, I don't know what the person's name was, but that she said this on camera. That's who she looks up to. That was her idol. And people voting for her. People looked up to her. And she said that thing, didn't she? Like I said yesterday with, was it Gaddafi or Benghazi? He came, he saw He died. And then started laughing with that big evil laugh because she is an evil person. Oh my God. I can watch stuff like that from the past, all them things that have gone on, and I can just sit there and cry for those people. And then people go on, oh, well, it was white people, or oh, well, it was black people. Hang on a minute. No. It might have been ancestors in the past, but that doesn't mean me or anybody else think that way. Don't forget, people were brainwashed back in the day. Back from time dot, that's why I believe Jesus was a physical form that was trying to tell people the word of God, which is love. Don't, be good to thy neighbours and don't do to others that you wouldn't do to yourself, basically. And they sacrificed him because they didn't want him talking about this positive movement, a bit like what's going on now, because history repeats itself and it goes in cycles and it's happening again. Look at the Democrats' history, not on Google research. Exactly. Well, most of us on here know that, and that's why, you're all lovely on here. Clinton, they look all alike. Yeah, Clinton, they look all alike on TV. She actually said them words. But I can't even say what's she on. We all know she's an evil bitch anyway, so witch, I should say. Yes, it's just, people. They're putting these things in people's head to hate other people when, it's just ridiculous. Because I look around in my area, there's kids and people getting on from all different, different cultures here. I'm British and Dutch, yeah. And, I see kids coming out of school, the teenagers, they've got black friends, they've got Chinese friends, white friends, and they're all getting on. But as they grow up, they start getting these things dripped into their head. Some people do, because some people, obviously, if you've had friends and that, you don't believe what some of it's saying, because, we're all just the same at the end of the day. So people who hate like that is just, like I said, people who don't understand, and they're absolutely, totally brainwashed. Exactly, Moon Babe, that's what it is. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. We're here to have an experience. Like someone was asking yesterday, this person obviously doesn't watch all my videos because I've talked about this before and we'll be going over it tonight. We are spirits in a human form having an experience in the physical so we can come and do things, because we can touch, which we can't do in the other dimensions because this is dense and this is physical. We've decided to come back down here to do this. So we are allowed to, do this. Thank you, Camilla. The most important race is the human race, period. Exactly. That's why I've joked before. Aliens, if they were coming to destroy Earth, I think all the human race would have to get together to unite, a bit like what we're doing now against these elites, whatever you want to call them, and we have to fight back. Because it's not going to work if we're all separate going, well, we're all the human race. We might all look a bit different, but we're all the same. So we need to get together and unite instead of getting divided, because that's what they've always wanted. United we stand, divided we fall. That is the fact. That is the truth. God is love. God is truth. So love and truth go together. Despite whether you into the Bible, like I said, I'm not religious, but I believe in God in a different way. But it's still the same. God consciousness and all that. We are energy. God is love. God is truth. So when you're talking truth and talking about love, that's why you get the dwellers in that live under the bridge, because they don't like it, because they're brainwashed, or they worship Lucifer, whatever you want to call it, lower vibrating energies. So, yes. Just like the founder of Planned Parenthood. Yes. She was yeah. We are all here at this time to all experience the greatest awakening in history. Yes, we are, Jane. That's what it's all about. They even say other realms are coming in because it's like the biggest thing ever, seeing this happen, because people are actually waking up and it's the great event. Like Trump said, if anyone listened the other day. Yeah. Yeah, emancipated. Yeah, Trump said the other day, Judge Janine on the way. Helena, whoop whoop. Is I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, Trump said the other day at the press conference, I'm going to France and Putin will be there, and it's the remembrance and all that I've talked about. But I won't be there too long because I've got to come back. It'll be a short trip because there's a great event. A great event. It's a great awakening. I think we have this every so many thousands of years, but this is our time for our great awakening. So it's coming, people. Love the judge. Yeah, Janine. Judge Janine's brilliant. Share the same name. But yeah, 11:11. Yeah, and I got 11:11 on my code the other day. I was like, no way, 11:11. And then someone pointed out my video the other day was 11 minutes and 11 seconds long because we do get things from the universe given to us in signs, which is good. Signs, the film Signs. Build it and they will come. Yeah, she's one tough cookie. Least we forget. Yeah. Hi. So, it's like I said, so don't ever worry about trolls or people who troll in real life, at work and stuff like that. Just smile inside because you know yourself. Know thyself, you know yourself, you know what's the truth in your life. People can spout crap, people make rumours up about people. You know your truth at the other day. And the most important people to you know the truth as well. Everyone else is irrelevant. I don't mean that some people say it's contradicting because everyone's you, but yes, but still, you know yourself. So that's all that matters, that you know yourself. You know what you are within. Um, my reporter glasses, they're sunglasses. They're dead big though. Yes. But then I have to start putting a voice on because I feel like I have to start talking posh as a newsreader or something. So I'm going to go because I've been on long enough. I need to finish my bag off, which I will just promote again, just to rub it in their faces. As in, I need to go and do some of my embroidery on my bag. I've never done it before, but this is Dolly Daddy Dream reporting. Yes, I have done daft ones before where I've had a tinfoil hat on, but I just feel like putting a posh voice on. So, yeah, just keep positive, people. Keep smiling. Remember to go out when you're out and just smile at people who don't smile because they will smile back. It's contagious. Thank you. And if you're at work and someone's going on, just smile inside and imagine like your belly's smiling. Just smile when you're feeling down because you can't not smile and feel happy. You can't not do it. Try it. So make sure you smile a couple of times a day. Keep watching people that are positive. Keep listening to positive music. Anything, just make sure it's positive and it makes you feel good. If it makes you feel happy, it's going to bring up your vibration. So I will be on tonight. Hopefully I will have got some of my rabbit done. I don't know. I will be talking about, what was it? Spiritual coming into physical again. Good vibrations, really, as I always do. I think, therefore I am. If you think you're something, therefore you are. No one else can tell you no different. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, a slight nod that's almost not noticeable to people. Keep safe and vigilant, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, keep vigilant. Look so lovely, thanks. Thank you. Well, that's what it's all about, boosting people up. I think that's what I've always sort of tried to do on here. Yes, love does defeat help, but I know things happen daily where it brings you down, but don't forget, the universe tells you, and that's what I'm talking about tonight. You've got to be in the presence when you get a bit mad. It's the universe telling you, right, calm down. But I'll talk about that again tonight. Smiled at a guy the other day. He followed me for 20 minutes. Well, I will talk about that as well, Dad, because that's what a guy was saying. Some people these days think, someone's looking at me, like someone's smiling at me. They must fancy me. They must be. No, they're just being friendly. But then probably they think, oh, even if it's a guy, I don't know. Oh, I've got to follow them and they're a bit weird or what they're smiling for. Because people have lost all that. It's like, why aren't they miserable? You must be miserable. You must be miserable. Don't smile at anybody because we don't know what that means. It's just someone being friendly, actually. Yes, where we go one week, go all worldwide, exactly. It's here. I can't wait for this weekend. Can I get a whoop whoop? So, like I said when I was singing at the beginning, if you weren't all in, I was singing. I probably lost my voice now. What was I singing? Because I was listening to something, so songs come into my head. So I suggest if a song comes into your head, just sing it out at home, even if you've got a crap voice and your partner thinks you're mad, just do it. So I was singing, what was I singing at the beginning? Because it just popped in my head when I was watching something. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. It's about making it better. You make it better for others, it'll be better for yourself as well, and future generations. So, where we go one week, go all, and I'll see you later. Can I get a whoop whoop before we go? I need to make some tops saying, can I get a whoop whoop? Because I just can't stop saying it. Come on, do some whoops before I go. Whoop whoop. You need to say that to everybody now. If you feel good, just say to them, can I get a whoop whoop? It'll make you smile, it'll make you laugh. Because you'll just think of a toot toot. A whoop whoop. Is that your whoop whoop, toot toot? No. Yay. Whooping. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a what? Yeah, have a great day off, Courtney. I'm on the Trump train. Oh yeah, can I get a choo choo? Yeah, if you're on the Trump train, can I get a choo choo? Adele who woo woo. Toot toot. A choo choo. Have a whoop whoop day, Dolly. I will. I'm gonna go whooping now. Whooping. Choo choo. See, you're all great. And that's what I love about this chat. Apart from a few that come in that, it doesn't really matter. They don't keep us down. That's why I'll just be chucking them out because I'm not having anyone getting on bad vibes with people. Yeah, so then that's what I like about coming on because the world's not that bad, is it? If you're getting a lot of people in chat who are on the same sort of wavelength and we're all being nice in chat. I've seen some people's chats that are terrible when people come in, and the more you let in of that vibe, they're gonna come in, so they will get chucked out. Might sound a bit contradicting, but they will get chucked out. Your smile looks great today. Yeah, so in a bit, Dolly. Yeah, so I'll see you later on tonight with some hopefully collage stuff if I manage to get it done. And a bit of a chat. Because obviously when all this calms down and it gets a bit, where we all know we know what's going on, but when the rest of the world does, I'll be able to do a bit more art. It just always goes into that chat because obviously it's important. So just remember, Ginsberg's resigning, no matter what, say if she dies or whatever they put out, she's resigning. So that's good. Last person I smiled at fell in love with me. Well, yeah, because that's how it works sometimes. You've got to keep smiling, and that's your challenge for today. If you're out and about, smile at somebody because it's contagious and normally they'll smile back. People just think everyone's miserable these days. So see you later. Where we go one, we go all. Bye. Bye.